At Man City Fan TV, we're really pleased to promote this wonderful sketchwork artwork by a lady called Leslie Ross. You can follow Leslie on Twitter at 111Leslie111 and also follow her on Facebook and Twitter at 9320art.
Hi guys, it's Ray here from Man City Fan TV. Well, it's finally been announced. The date for Vincent Kompany's Testimonial has been announced, and it's the 11th of September 2019. Now, I fully expect Vincent to sign a one-year contract extension, and I think it's only right and fitting and proper for him to still be a part of the club when he has his testimonial. I mean, he'll have been here for, I think he's 11 years now. He came just before the takeover in 2008, and he came from, if I remember correctly, from Hamburg for about 5 or 6 million quid, and he was supposed to be a defensive midfielder, but he's turned out to be one of the best centre-backs in the world. And if it wasn't for his injuries over the last few years, he'd have always been first choice in City's defence, and he'd still be one of the best centre-backs in the entire world. But yeah, I mean, he deserves it. He's on the Mancunian now. He's married to a Manchester lass, and his kids are Mancunians or Manx, whatever you want to call us, and them. So it's fully deserved. Now, I'm sure most of you are fully aware that the proceeds from his testimonial will all go to his charity, his homelessness charity that he does with, I think, with the Mayor of Manchester. And that's called Tackle for Manchester. Now, the charity's the aim is to tackle homelessness and rough sleeping across Manchester, and it's a very noble cause because from what I've seen in my time, obviously many of you are aware, I lived in France for several years, 7 or 8 years, and my feeling was homelessness and rough sleeping has definitely increased in the time that I've been away from Manchester. And it's a real shame, and it shouldn't be happening in this day and age. So it's a very, very good cause, and if you guys can support it, please do so. Talking about the testimonial, it's rumoured that he's going to be bringing back some of the old stars, some of the old players that have won league titles at City. So there's talk of Yaya coming back, Edin Dzeko, Samir Nasri. I mean, if you look back at some of the players that we've had who've won titles here and won the league title at City and who are in our hearts, I mean, you can look at people like Mario Balotelli, Joe Hart, Micah Richards. I'd love Micah Richards to be back, to see him playing in that blue shirt once again. Even if it's just for a few minutes, Nigel de Jong, some of us felt we never really replaced him until we got someone like Fernandinho. So there's a lot of old stars, Gareth Barry, absolute stack of players that we'd love to see back at City, playing in this testimonial for Vinny Kompany for the homelessness charity. Absolutely fantastic cause, and guys, if you can support it, we support the charity. Please go and support it as well. And that actually links into another thing that we're doing right now. And it's the sketches and the artwork that's been done by Leslie Ross. And if you haven't seen the video that Andy did on that yesterday, please go and have a look, because we're auctioning off, I think it's 5 pieces of her sketchwork artwork for charity, and the charity is Tackle for Manchester. Now, off the top of my head, I might not remember them all, but we've got a Leroy Sané print, we've got Phil Foden, we've got Alexander Zinchenko, Riyad Mahrez, and the Centurions one. The Centurions one has, I think, lots, or if not all, the players who featured in the Centurion season. So I think you have Claudio Bravo there and others like Yaya Toure. And I think what we're doing is I think Andy's sending the artwork into a Tackle for Manchester next week, and with the aim that the Manchester City players will sign this artwork. So obviously the Zinchenko artwork will be signed by Alexander Zinchenko, the Mahrez artwork will be signed by Riyad Mahrez, and the Centurions one hopefully will be signed by as many players as we can possibly get. And obviously you won't get some that have left, like Yaya, and you won't get probably won't get him to sign it because he's not around in Manchester to do so. But the whole idea is we get as many of the ex-players and the current players, the players who to sign the Centurions, and the individual players to sign their individual artwork. And that's all going to charity. If you want to bid, just contact Andy or myself on Twitter. I'm at mancity_ray and Andy's at Aviation Blue. Or you can contact us by email at mcfcfantv@gmail.com. And the bidding is, I think it's doing quite well at the moment. I think the top bid for the Centurions artwork is £250 currently. And go and have a look at the video Andy did. You can see all the different pieces of artwork and sketch work there. Absolutely fantastic. From Leslie to donate these. Absolutely fantastic that the money's all going to charity, to Vincent Kompany's charity. And let's try and reduce and tackle homelessness and rough sleeping across Manchester. See you around, Blues.